Check, 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 check. The biggest on-air personality. Hear me, helping educate, restore, empower my environment. What's up, world? How is everybody doing? Do you know today is that particular day that many of us will never, ever forget?
Yeah.
Today is 9/11.
Man, it's crazy.
Friday, 9/11. Oh, my goodness. Just 9 years ago, a life-changing experience.
9?
2020?
No, it was like 19, right? It was, you talking about 9/11/2001?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was 19 years ago.
19 years ago.
Yeah.
You sure?
It's 2020.
It's 2020?
Yeah.
All right. So just want to see
You're
if,
confusing me. I'm like, what do you...
do you remember what you was doing on 9/11?
Yeah, I do actually because I am a veteran. I was
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I was in the military for about 7 years, and I actually left for basic training 2 weeks after 9/11 happened.
Where were you stationed?
I went to basic training in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and yeah, I literally ended up flying out on September 25th, which was literally 2 weeks from the day that 9/11 happened. But anyway, the day it happened, I was laying in my bed, and I just remember someone calling me saying, like, man, I'm sitting here watching the news, and a plane just went through the Twin Towers. And I'm like, what? And then I turned on the news, and I just remember, watching it, and it turned into everything that it turned into, and it was just crazy. And then I ended up leaving for basic training 2 weeks later, and my mom was terrified because, I was going into the military, and she was like, we knew the world was never going to be the same after that. I was
in college, and I remember being in my apartment, and the football players, everybody ran in because it was 4-1. We didn't have the doors locked. I remember the football players coming in. Man, get up, 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 get up. Man, they're bombing the World Trades in New York. I'm like, what, man? Are we in Alabama? And he tell us, and they coming in the room, so we all run to the front room. We looking at the TV. And it was like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
We saw people jumping. I mean, just seeing those vivid pictures and seeing it live, it was surreal. And at that time, there was a lot of New York students. One of my dear friends to the Simmons, their mom used to take the L or the train to that particular area in New York. So it was just kind of crazy. I could imagine on all college campuses because across the world it was. And to your point, that's the same year I lost my dad in 2001.
Oh, man.
And I had to fly out September 18th, right after that. And I remember getting on the plane, and people was looking at you all crazy, like it was hypersensitive.
Yeah, very, very. It was very hypersensitive. And
if you moved in the plane, when the plane moved, like ain't no going to the bathroom.
Right.
Everybody looking around the halls. So it was definitely a life-changing experience. And so we want to just send our love, our blessings to those that was impacted by 9/11, because today is Friday, 9/11.
Yeah.
And Leah?
It's just crazy that was like literally almost 20 years ago, because obviously like next year, 2021, it'll be 20 years, since that's happened. And I just can't believe that 20 years has just passed us by just like that.
And that just tells you about time. Like you never want to take for granted just someone's time.
Yeah.
Because time is essence. And then we saw all the controversy and the conspiracy behind it. So if you're traveling, wherever you may listen to us live on Facebook, following us on YouTube, also checking us out on iHeart right now. You can hear us across the world. This is the #1 urban podcast show in the country with two of the best. And we're going to talk about that throughout the show because Leah always say, y'all better know we are the two best dual anchors in the game right now. Show us our opponent.
Yeah, you got to make sure you go over to ToledoCityPaper.com, and they have a section for best local podcasts. And you got to make sure you vote the 419 Grind podcast for that sector, and make sure you vote Big Trace and Leah Renee for most popular anchor duo, because we are now.
And when you need we're going to make sure we put it in the live feed. We'll make sure that we put it in the chat box. We'll put the website, the link for the Toledo City Paper so that you can make your vote. Leah, today is Friday. It's 9/11.
TGIF.
TGI. Thank God. Well, I like the food. I like that.
I like TGI Fridays, yeah.
Do people still go to TGI Friday?
Do. Every now and again. I gotta really have a taste for it. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Every now and again, I get the taste for that. What's that? They got something in particular over there. It's like a sauce or dang, I can't think of it right now. But
okay.
Every now and again, I get a taste for that particular. I forgot what it was called. I wish I could remember it. But yeah, but it's like,
so shout out to TGI Friday.
Shout out to TGI.
We're gonna get them to be a sponsor.
Every now and again,
I was thinking, Leah, we always do shout outs. We're gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna just show our appreciation. So it ain't so much shout outs because no, we want you to know we appreciate you. So when we put that love in there, we just sending out appreciation for those that matter, those that we thinking about, those that we may even forget about. Let's just show some appreciation. But when I came in today, Leah, it was a little brisk this morning. Yeah, I actually had to turn on the heat a little bit just to knock that chill off in the car.
Yeah.
I had to turn that heat on a little bit. So what can we expect for the weekend with the weather?
Yeah, I definitely, like I said yesterday, you could tell this fall weather is coming because it's getting brisk in the mornings, brisk at night, and I definitely got in my car this morning and I got leather seats and I turned on my little seat warmer, I turned on my heat because it was chilly out there, and it's currently 57 degrees and cloudy.
That's nippy.
Yeah, it's nippy. It's still cloudy out there and it's still wet in some areas, so you definitely want to be careful as you're driving in. It's going to get only to a high of 66 today. The sun should come out later on in the afternoon, though, so it will be at least sunny, but it's still going to be, a little chilly because we're only getting up to 66. But the weekend's looking good. Saturday, it'll be 80 degrees and sunny, so that's a perfect day for the event that's going to be going on
at Smith Park.
Smith Park.
1 p.m.
Yes, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So it'll be beautiful weather for that event for Saturday. Sunday is going to be a high of 76, but there will be showers throughout the day, so keep that in mind for the weekend if you have plans on Saturday and Sunday. But the traffic is looking good. No incidents, no accidents. Again, we still have that construction going on all over 75 and 280. So just make sure you're giving yourself enough time every day on your commute to get to where you're going safely without having to speed. And and that's it. So that's it for the weather and traffic. You are listening to the 419 Grind Rise and Grind Morning Show with Leah Renee and Big Treese. And we got lots of heat coming out of the 419 Grind. We got so many other shows that we want you guys to make sure you stay tuned for and look out for. We have Dr. Vic Show, the Executive Suite, coming real soon. We have the 419 Grind podcast that airs Monday at 11 a.m. We have Real Table Talk with me, of course, Leah Renee, that airs Wednesdays at 11 a.m. or 7 p.m. We have Self-Explanatory with Lance and Arlinda that airs on Saturdays at noon. And we have Underrated that's airing on Friday at 7 p.m. And we have Capital T that'll be airing on Sundays at 5 p.m. So as you can see, we have a whole lineup Monday through Sunday. We're coming with heat. We ain't playing.
Absolutely, Leah. We are the #1 urban podcast show in the country. Is live. We got our interns engineering right now. Big shout out to Trey and Dewan. Y'all don't see them, but they making sure that the graphics, this thing looks really good right now. They're here early. Good morning to all the grinders.
Yes.
Also,
good morning.
Leah, for those that want to, look to promote their business, go with us.
Yes.
Go with us.
Yes, for any company that's out there looking to
entrepreneur business.
Entrepreneurs. You can be an independent contractor. You can be a business. You could be a corporation. Whatever you have going on. If you want to promote your business and you want to support the 419 Grind studios, make sure you reach out to We'd love to get you that information and give you our presentation, and you can become a sponsor.
One of the things I like about us, Leah, is that people will go place ads, right? So you got people that will go out and say, hey, place your ads with us. On the Rise and Grind Morning Show, we are going to not only support that business, we're going to send business there. And all we ask that you is when you go to that business, just be like, show us some love. I heard you on the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show. That's what make our sponsorships a little bit different, because it has a Leah Renee touch and a Big Treese get there type of feel.
That's right. We have all types of added features in our sponsorship packages. So, you know, if you want to learn more about that and get more info, make sure you get with us at info@the419grind.com.
Absolutely, absolutely. So some of the things that's taking on the headlines, Leah, from not just locally but across the world, and I'll start it this way because it is such a they really don't know, and they still find more details is coming out about the 3-year-old here in the 419. So we'll kind of hold off on that one. And I do want to say big shout out to all the football fans. The NFL kicked off last night. It felt good. It was a little awkward, but it was good to see a few people in the stands. And it was a little difference because we're coming right out of a pandemic, Leah, and now people playing football. Like there was a couple of teams. I know one of the headlining teams was the Kansas City Chiefs as they played the Texans. And the Texans got the win over the Kansas City Chiefs. But what was more so important, Leah, the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, Pat Mahomes, and the Texans quarterback, Deshaun Watson, are two of the highest paid football players, quarterbacks of all time. They just signed like big money, Leah. Like Pat Mahomes getting $45 million for the next 10 years.
Wow.
I'm talking about a check. No. Leah, I said he gets $45 million for the next 10 years.
Blessings right there.
And what's so crazy about that, those that don't know, Leah, when you get paid like by the Major League Baseball, football, they get a check like every 2 weeks.
Wow.
I don't even know the math. If you break down his check every 2 weeks.
That's money I don't know nothing about yet.
So again, big shout out to all the fantasy football folks, and I know our executive producer and owner Jesse, he loves the fantasy football. So
shout out to Jesse. He's on the live right now. And shout out to all our other listeners on the live right now. We got you guys tuning in already. Shout out to Daniel Bird. Shout out to TJ. Shout out to DJ Knots. Shout out to Ronnie.
We ain't doing shout outs. We showing love, appreciation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Appreciation to those.
Well, I'm shouting them out because they already know what it is. They know that's my love and appreciation, right? Y'all know how I show my love. They know me. They know me.
Girl gone.
Ronnie, Keitha, Tabitha. Shout out to everybody who tunes in. I'm sorry. We're showing love and appreciation to everybody who tunes in and listens. We love you guys.
That's our little stamp. That's why I said that, because people will shout them out. No, we show love up in here. And you feel the love up in here too.
Absolutely.
So what will also take place, the NBA, the Lakers, they go up 3-1. LeBron and them got the dub. Like Trey in the studio getting happy. Man, go ahead. They, over the Houston Rockets last night, 110-100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, them Lakers they might be making their way to the.
Yeah, I saw one clip. I don't know if this is the same game you were talking about, or if this was just a clip of LeBron. But some game was on at some point, and LeBron, somebody went up to make a score, and LeBron just smacked it out the way. Like,
I'm talking about big block.
They had no chance whatsoever.
They thought they had a real layup,
I was like, dang.
That boy came out like. Remember when you was in church?
Beastie.
And remember when you was being. You was in church or you was in the store and your grandmama smacked you or your mama popped you. That was that type of block. Like,
yeah, I remember being smacked out of a chair one time by my mom.
What?
She hit me with like a 6-piece real quick and like I fell to the ground. Yeah.
You still remember that?
Yeah, I still remember that. But that was like one of them.
and those that know this know about that that smack. What about when and just kind of took us back a little bit. Leah, what about when did you have a mom or the grandma that grabbed you up under your arm like that fat piece and raised you up in the air when you did, like up under your arm? Oh, if you don't know what that will do, that will change your life. Pinch up under your arm. Oh, yeah. She was Smack-A-Lot Records. Big shout out to all the moms in there. But my mom was too. To this day, I'm up in my 40s. I don't know who the hell Jap Slap is, but I done been Jap Slap. So if y'all ever run into Jap Slap, tell Jap Slap, I'm not looking for you because I was a kid and I used to get Jap Slap. You ever got Jap Slap?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have, actually. A few times.
Serena Williams, everybody got that little Mimi with a Cadillac and the neon or whatever the little car is. She took a loss last night, Leah.
Man, what?
She lost to move on in the U.S. Open Finals. She lost last night, and you know that we be pulling for them Williams girls.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know they've already, you know, they're legends, and they've already staked their claim. Like they're, you know what I mean. Like it doesn't matter if she takes a loss or not. Like she's already made her place in you know, in the sports world, in tennis, and in history. And so at the end of the day, you know, they've been doing this for a while, and now you got the younger generation coming in, and you know, there's always going to be someone younger, hungrier, and better. That's just what it is.
And Leah, that's a great point.
Yeah, that's not to say that takes anything away from her, you know.
And we forget that sometime, Leah, when we had Dre in here yesterday, and we talk about taking some stripes and taking some L's. Mm-hmm. That doesn't do anything. When you say Serena Williams, period.
You already know what it is. That's all you gotta say.
Her and her sister, Serena and Venus, right?
Matter of fact, all you have to do is say their first name, and people already.
Oh yeah. That's when you know you done did something. Yeah. Leah, great point. That's when you know you done did something. When you ain't even got to say their last name, you just be like, Serena and Venus. You like, right? That's a power move. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Big shout out to those queens.
We got a little bit of the fashion hitting the airwaves right now across the land because Senator Harris on the campaign trail came out in some Chuck Taylors.
Oh, okay.
And they are loving her. I seen our very own Alexis Means. She was over there covering the Braylon story. She had on her Chuck Taylors because Senator Harris on the campaign trail is wearing Chuck Taylors, and some is a little bit, what is that? But you got to understand this. If you don't know, leave us alone.
And at the end of the day, how you gonna be mad at this woman for wanting to wear some comfortable tennis shoes when she's on her trail? She is on the grind.
Period. Pooh.
She ain't got time for y'all. She ain't got time for y'all and y'all complaints.
And you know what? Because today is 9/11, I feel like, Leah, we should do it. We should give away something.
I think that's a great idea.
Man, you know what? If you on the live right now, if you're listening right now, I want you to call the station right now, 419-540-3566.
419, what's on your mind? Give us a call at 419-540-3566. We want to hear from you.
Call right now. We got something very special we're going to give away to the next 3 callers. Y'all call in right now. We got something very special for those that's on the line. Hit the love button.
Yeah, shout out to my girl Shani on the live. Hey, boo. I miss you. I used to work with her. My very first job ever was at Adams Laundry and Cleaners. Shout out to Adam.
Downtown?
Yes, downtown. They're still there. They've been there forever. They've been a staple in the community. And I met Shani there. We worked together, and we're both Aries. Our birthdays are both in April. So that's my girl. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in, baby. And it's good to see you doing well.
Shani, get my shirt together. I'll be there. Get my Shani. You already know. And I need you to smile. Big shout out to Adams downtown, Shani, and let everybody know back there. Turn them damn fans on back there, because I know.
Oh my God, it used to be so hot in there.
Shani, no.
Wet in the summertime.
So again, Shani, even you could call in right now. All those that's viewing us, those that's listening, you can follow us on the iHeartRadio. Make sure you download that app. Vote us the #1 best local podcast in the world, but right now on the 419, definitely give us that. But we got to go to a break right now, and we're going to play an all-new. You will only hear right here on the all-new Rise and Grind morning show. Toledo's on, the Flintstones. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
If you're tired of church as usual, and you're looking for something invigorating, exciting with passion, then the Greater New Psalmist Baptist Church, 3251 Glendale, is the place for you. We are a people that's determined to occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change. The only thing's missing is you. Meet us at 3251 Glendale Avenue as we continue to be relevant and occupy all streets while cultivating cultural change.
Good Friday morning on this 9/11, on this brisk Friday. It is the all-new Rise and Grind morning show presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast exclusive. And you're in the studio today with Miss Leah Renee.
Hey, it's your girl.
And your boy, Big Trees. Leah, before we went to the break, I'm excited because we got a great show today.
Yes.
Expect the unexpected. Want to thank all of our sponsors for showing love.
Yes.
Also, our executive producer. As we talk about this podcast, this is a not a formal, if you would, or a standing podcast. We have creative control to do what we want to do on this podcast. That's why it's a podcast. So when we ask our sponsors and them, just give us a little bit of time as we continue to work out the kinks. Definitely let us know some areas that we can improve on. But that's why we got it, because we can say some shit and you might not like it. And you'll be like, well, I don't want to deal with it. Well, there's 7 billion people in the world. So just know sometimes we downplay what gets us our views, our love. People want authenticity. If I said that word right. People don't want nothing fake. I know I'm tired of fake stuff. And one thing I like about the 419 Grind Studio is giving opportunities to all of us from all walks of life.
Yeah.
And that's huge. We don't have to, we can come in a no judge environment. Do you know how big that is on the job anywhere you can go? You mentioned that yesterday, Leah, just being able to walk in and just feel good about getting up. Mm-hmm. That's huge.
Yeah, because there's so many people who wake up every day miserable and, you know, they hate their job. They hate going to work. They hate doing what they do. I definitely have been in positions many times where I felt that way. So
I know you said when we were off air, somebody made a huge offer for our listeners and
Speaking
followers.
About loving what you do, one of our most loyal listeners, TJ Johnson, shout out to our boy TJ. He is a barber, and he said that when we have a caller, our first caller call in, he is willing to give out a free haircut or a free facial.
Whoa, y'all better call right now, 419.
So all our listeners out there,
540-3566. You have a listener and a viewer saying that Leah, he will do what?
He will give out a free haircut or a free facial. So all you dads out there, if you want it, or if you want to give it to your son, make sure you guys call in. Or if you're a mom and you have a son and you know,
oh, because Leah, like, I'll take that, not a facial.
Right.
That could be for ladies too, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. You know, I'm sure it could. I'm sure he could do a facial on a lady or a man. Yeah,
absolutely. Because sometimes eyebrows and things of that nature. So our next caller, if you call in, 419-540-3566. I know you don't want to get off the live because we rock it right now, because you can expect the unexpected with today's show because it's Friday 9/11, but we got some giveaways and we want to let you know we appreciate you.
Yeah, so shout out to TJ for that. We appreciate that.
I like the name that Amy Meredith gave. We calling them grinders. Big shout out to everybody that's grinding this morning. What's your grind this morning?
And shout out to Lane Ridley, because that was his track right there, right? That
was Lane the Flintstones.
Yeah, shout out to Lane and the Flintstones. That was a dope track.
It was right here, and it was called Bougie. No, that wasn't called Bougie. That was called Classy Ratchet, and we're going to give it the right name.
I like that, Classy Ratchet, okay.
Big shout out to Lane and Playing Your Music. Again, if you have some music, we ask that you do have a little bit of sensitivity in the content, not a whole lot of cussing, not a whole lot of killing, and not a whole lot of that. But you can say some shit on there and still send it to us at info at the419grind.com. Again, that last cut that you will hear premiere only on the all new Rise and Grind show was by Toledo's own The Flintstone, led by that boy Lane Ridley, Classy and Ratchet.
Yes.
So Leah, what do you got going on for the weekend, girl?
What's going on this weekend? Well, I'm gonna definitely show up and attend the event at Smith Park that they're putting together from 1 to 3. We got to do some recording here early in the morning, so I'm gonna be here working, tomorrow morning just for a little bit. But then we're gonna go ahead and go out to the event, have a good time, go out and support that, and then on Sunday. What do I got to do on Sunday?
Praise him.
Of course, praise God. But I also think I think I had carved out some time in my afternoon to go check out the Me and We Summit.
All right. Yeah. Oh, what is that? People might not know.
Yeah, shout out to Chris and Sharice McBrayer. They've put together a beautiful, I don't even want to call it an event. It's kind of turning into an organization, and I definitely love what they're doing in the community. They're reaching out to the youth, trying to teach them life building skills, and I want to get involved. There are some other people who have been on Facebook that have been talking about how they, as adults, want to get involved and try to help the youth. What can we do? What can we do? So I kind of went onto a couple posts and was like, well, listen, we have a married couple right now putting together, this basically what everybody's trying to do. So why don't we all come together behind them and band behind them? Like, everybody doesn't need to have their own organization. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all need to just band together and create one great space for these kids, for these youth, program, an organization, something of the sort. And I just think that if we all come together, it could be a great thing. So I want to go there and meet up with them and see what I can do.
Well, actually, that is so huge. And I know they're listening. It is now the We Summit Women's Empowerment. Will be located on 3 East Bancroft, right on the corner of Bancroft and Franklin, right Catacor from the police fire station and the old IGA. You'll see young ladies out there doing basic living skills that they can carry and apply for the rest of their lives. And that's why it's so important that what you said, Leah, that we rally behind them. I also think that it's okay to have options. For example, with coming together and understanding your role. People struggle with that. Let's come together. Leah, I don't want everybody to come with me. I'm just going to be straight up, because you never know what somebody's intentions is. That's like true. Some people want just money, and we losing people's lives. So it is coming together. And you mentioned this yesterday on your inspirational sticky, was communicating and knowing what and understanding. Yeah. So when we come together, understand your role. Like, Leah, I cannot be pretty like you and do journalism and things of that nature. That's your lane. So don't let me try to get in your lane. I do more of the hosting piece. When we understand our role and coming together, Leah, it is such a unique place to be in. And you don't have to dribble the ball to be the one at the table to do so.
Right. No, you're absolutely right. And like you said, it's good to have
options.
Yes, absolutely. But I think that, we have way too many options, and I think that we need to figure out what is going to be what's going to be something that we can all come together and create for these youth, for the youth, especially for right now, as far as I'm speaking in Toledo, because we have to start within our own community. Us Toledo adults, we need to figure out a way to all come together and create, some sort of program that can really be long standing, that a kid can kind of go through, from being, maybe in a juvenile detention center to, coming out and then being, placed into, say, like the Me Summit that turns into some sort of like curriculum or program, and then they're shown like a series of classes, just something like that. But I think it's going to take a lot of people, and we have to band together and come together. And like you said, though, a lot of people just don't want to play certain roles, or they, a lot of people just want to be in charge, or they want, they have their own hidden agenda. So
absolutely,
that does make it difficult. But
I was just having this conversation last night about just what you're saying, people wanting the limelight, and our families, our neighborhoods suffer with the political BS because somebody didn't get there, they didn't get a chance to be seen, or they didn't get a chance to be heard.
Right.
And then we struggle with that, especially here in Toledo.
Yeah, it's something that is, a big thing. And that what we have to remember is that if you're really doing something that's for the youth or that's for the community, it should be coming straight out of the kindness of your heart. And you don't, you're going to be acknowledged at some point. If people who really do great things in the community, or, they really impact people, you let the people who you impact speak of you and give you your credit and your flowers, And on that note, we have a caller.
Well, we got a caller this morning. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Who do we have on the call this morning?
Good morning. This is Tabitha calling.
Good morning, Tabitha.
Hey, Tab. How you doing? You got to Tab. You got to change that voice. Tab, I don't like that.
How I'm supposed to talk
like that right there? That Tab right there. Good morning, Tab.
I'm at work still, so I don't want to be all loud and ghetto.
Well, thank you for calling the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Turn your
my phone kind of dragging. I'm calling from the work phone.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like late on the line.
No problem. So what made you want to call this morning?
I was just calling to try to get my free T-shirt.
Well, you definitely make sure you like it. Make sure you comment.
I already did all that. I did exactly what y'all asked.
And so, what size you need?
A large, please.
All right. We'll make sure that you get that. All right, Tab?
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good. That's who got our next caller. Good Friday, 9/11 morning. Caller, you're on the line. You can turn your phone down just a little bit.
Hold on. All right. Is it low enough?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing. What? Man, let me tell you. All right. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can. Who's our caller?
This is Duran, Kevin Duran Scott.
Hey, what up, Kev?
Kev?
What's up, big dog?
I'm good. You on with your boy Big Trees and Leah. What's up, Kev?
Yeah,
I
was about to say, you only speaking to him?
I'm speaking to both of y'all. What's going on with y'all?
Hey, what's going on with you? Thank you for tuning in and calling in. What's going on?
Chilling, trying to stay up.
Yes.
While my son do this homework, with his schoolwork. I'm tired. Just worked 12 hours.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're a hardworking person. I know that for sure. And then you came home and you got your son on the virtual line. You're doing your schoolwork. So you, I know, are a good father and a hard worker. You deserve a free haircut or a facial, and you are our first man that has called. So we had a giveaway. Are you are you ready to win something?
Say it again.
No, I'm okay. I was just calling in.
Oh, well, man, thank you, man, for being top flight security
You
of the
don't want
world.
to get the free haircut or facial?
Leah, no, this is BJ. I was just calling in to say what's up.
We lost Kevin. Oh, what's up, Beach?
Everybody
what
over
up?
here.
We got all our callers coming through.
So this thing jumping right now. We go, Kev, BJ, y'all with us?
Hello, I think, did it hang up?
No, you still on.
Okay, I couldn't hear for a minute.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear that.
Oh, we accidentally clicked off on you, and then you just hung up on BJ.
He don't know the line. He good.
No, I'm still on. Y'all trying to hang up on me.
Yeah, man, we
Cold.
trying to hang up on top flight security of the world, man, in the plant.
Yeah, I know. I'm down there at Carson trying to get that money.
I know that's right, man.
Sure.
Thank you so much. So you get a chance to win a free haircut.
or a facial by our boy TJ Johnson.
Which one you
I
want?
need that haircut. TJ, my dude.
Okay.
TJ, my dude. I need that haircut.
Okay, well, we're going to make sure that we get you guys connected so you can get that free haircut. And shout out to TJ Johnson for providing that service. And shout out to you, Kevin, for being one of our loyal listeners and for calling in. We love you and we appreciate you.
So y'all have a good morning, all right?
Thank you.
Too.
Yeah, peace.
We got the phone lines jumping
Phone lines
right now.
is jumping. What happened with BJ, man? Y'all hung up on my boy. Beach, call back, Beach.
And also our guest will be calling in.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hello,
Good-
caller. Good morning. You've called the Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and Big Trees.
Yo, what's up?
BJ.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm
Well,
back.
you back. Hey,
Hey, who working the phone? Is Trey working the phone?
yeah.
No, I ain't putting that one on him. That was me, man. That was me. What's up, B?
Okay. Not man, just want to say good morning to y'all. And just wanted to say y'all doing y'all thing.
Thanks, Beach. Good morning to you, and shout out to everybody over there at Jeep and Chrysler.
Good morning, everybody at Jeep. I hope they working hard.
What line you on right now? What line you on?
I'm on the end of final.
What? What is that?
Well, the car pretty much done.
Okay.
They about to drive it off the line, so you know. And I was calling because today is Trey's last day working in the morning.
Oh,
So
don't
sad.
say that. He just gave it. He just gave.
So sad, BJ.
Dang, he just gave the most.
But he gonna be working in. He gonna be working in the evening
For sure.
with you, Leah, or Victor.
For sure.
Or Jesse. But he gotta come to work because he gotta pay some rent.
I know that's right. You gotta get them started early, Beach. And I know how you are. You're a hardworking man, making that career, and yeah, you gotta pass it on down. I get it.
Well, he said he got some. He said he got something he want to ask you, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up?
Is it payday?
That's none of your business.
Oh, how you gonna tell yourself? Well, he just gave everybody. He just gave the world the news that you won't no longer be with us as much because you have just accepted.
For a period of time, not forever. For a period
Yeah,
of time.
for a period
I will be
of time.
going because I am going to start my job at Chrysler.
Hey, give him a round of
Hey,
applause.
but congratulations to you, Trey, because I'm going to miss you in the mornings, but I'm so happy for you. That's a great opportunity, and you see the career that it's provided for your father and the benefits and all the great things that he's done. So, yes, definitely take that opportunity.
Thank you.
Yeah, but the goal is that he's gonna stay at home, and I'm not really charging them rent, but like the problem with this generation is that soon kids can turn 18, they want to turn their back on them.
Right.
But
Not
over
mine,
here,
not ours.
Yeah, not ours. But we're trying to change it different. We're trying to help him out, and he wants to get into some property, so that's what we're gonna do.
I love it. And I know you're gonna steer him in the right direction.
And I want to just say, Bees, to you and your wife, man. Great job with Trey, man. Trey is special, man. I can hit him in his chest.
Shout out to Kelly. Definitely shout out to Kelly too.
That's not his wife.
It's
That's
not his wife,
don't
but
give him
it's
that much
definitely.
credit. Don't give him that. Shit, they close friends though. They cool.
I'm single, but she want to get with me.
Stop it. Kelly ain't
Alright,
thinking
just-
about you. Shout out to my
Get him
girl
outta here.
Kelly, the
Get him outta
queen.
here.
Hey, but also, I want to can I get a couple birthday shout outs?
Yes, absolutely.
Today is one of my nephews.
Yes.
Birthday is Messiah.
Happy birthday, Messiah.
Williams.
Yeah, shout out to Messiah.
It's his first birthday. And then also Ryan Williamson will be turning 16. So she'll be working
happy
to get her
birthday.
license.
And you make sure you let them know that they can see this on YouTube, hear your voice, hear the conversation. And that's what it's all about. And,
yes, sir.
Thank you for your service, man, and your commitment.
Thank you so much.
To being a great dad. And listen, B, you know, they still got us under the fire, man. Me and you both got to lose a pound real quick.
I'm on it, man. Look, this is my last weekend.
This your last what?
This is my last weekend of kicking and stuff.
And you hear Trey talk about quote unquote.
I'm gonna start on Monday.
What you gonna start?
I'm gonna start working out, like eating right now.
Man, you like me? You gonna start to keto? I'm gonna start a keto. I'm gonna start with the keto.
I gotta get this baby fat off.
Yeah. You got this, Beej. You can do it.
All right. Okay.
Well, thank you, man. And again, thank you for lending your gift to us. And he has definitely been a blessing. He's actually training his replacement. So big ups to.
Thank you for all your love and support.
Yeah, y'all keep doing y'all thing and trust the process, and watch, it's gonna blow up.
For sure.
I hope y'all reap all the benefits.
Thank you. We love you.
Appreciate it.
For sure. I love y'all too.
Man, love you, bro.
I'll see you a little bit later.
Yeah.
I love you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Trey said, "Yeah, I love you too."
That's what's up. Just kind of take a moment, Trey. When you know your dad is out there grinding for the family, man, how did that make you feel, man?
I mean, I've been seeing it since a young age. When he was working 2 jobs. He worked for the city and he worked at Jeep. And then there was a lot of layoffs, but he never really let that stop him. Like, he was going to Cleveland to work and just provide. And, you know, him and my mom, they do a great job, and I appreciate them so much. Cause
you see they labor, man. Like they gonna make sure that the family is good. What does that? We got we got another caller.
The phone lines are jumping today.
We got the phone line jumping today. It is the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast, heard on iHeart and all your other live streams. Who's our caller?
Good morning. This is Myrtle Boykin Lighton from the Lima, UMADAOP.
Hey, good morning. Myrtle is on the line. Wake up, baby. Wake up, rise and grind. How you grinding this morning, Miss Myrtle?
Doing well. Pulling everything together for our statewide conference.
Oh, and we're going to get into that. So we're going to kind of just do a phone interview. Myrtle, if you don't mind. I know we was talking about coming in, but I'm glad that you're on the line for our listeners and our viewers. Thank you so much for calling in. So it's Friday. It's 9/11. You're putting together a huge event. We'll tell them more about it. We're not going to tell them right now. But tell us a little bit about who is Myrtle. For those that don't know, who is Myrtle Boykin Light? Who is Myrtle?
Born and bred, Toledo, Ohio.
Hey!
Got Bulldog.
Once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog. What class, Myrtle?
Always.
What class?
Class of 76.
Class of 1976, Scott High School. And Myrtle, what has that done for your life, being once a Bulldog and a Toledoan?
Let me tell you, there is a pride that grew out of that high school that has impacted many of us for years to come, that have led to many of us becoming very, very strong advocates in our community, leaders in our community, leaders in our place of employment, in our professionalism, that it just can't be denied. So I am so grateful for the Mr. Flute Rice. Extremely grateful for Gus Walker, because I was a band member. That school changed my life. It made me the woman and the leader I am today.
And you are definitely, Myrtle, a leader in the studio. We got Leah Renee. We got our interns, Dewan and Trey. So they're listening, and they're listening to strong leadership. Where you grew up at, Myrtle?
I grew up in the DeVilbiss area.
You can say the street. It's cool. You can say the street. What street?
Milburn.
Milburn.
On Milburn.
Okay, west up.
Yeah, we moved there when I was a freshman in high school. And I don't want to put the Vilvis down, but I was in the band. And so I begged my parents, please don't make me go to the Vilvis.
All those that's listening from the Vilvis.
So every time I would get in trouble, she would say, your ASS is going to the
Oh no,
Vilvis.
you can say it. You can say ass on this one. This is the #1 urban podcast in the country. I know you are executive and the president, so but you can slip up and say ass, and it'll be okay.
Oh, okay.
Expect the unexpected with this podcast, and it's heard on iHeart. So you live over by the Vilvis. You go to
I grew up on Milburn Avenue. Went to Scott. So I came up on the west side. And our community has just always been a sense of pride also. I just come from a strong family network, strong Black network of people that knew who we were. You know, I come from a mother that said you have to work harder, think faster, and almost never sleep.
I know that's right.
And boy, have we said that. So, Myrtle, can you let our listeners and our viewers know a little bit about where that has led you in terms of your professional career, some of the seats that you hold? Because I can tell them, but I'll let you tell them because they don't know. Like, you the president for real. And you are the president of one of the only longstanding minority agencies in the country, and definitely in Ohio. So tell them a little bit about your professional walk and journey.
So let me tell you how my road started. It started with the Toledo UMADAOP over on Nebraska Avenue, and the executive director is
Mr.
John Edwards
Senior. We love you, Mr. Edwards.
Mr. Edwards he was my executive director, but he really groomed me. He really has been like a dad to me. He's my mentor. But I started over there. My kids were going to the after-school program. And in going to the after-school program, I was always one of those parents that helped drive, showed up anytime they needed help, was participating, because I was not going to have my kids going anywhere that I didn't know who the folks were that was dealing with them and what was going on with them.
Right. Absolutely.
So in respects to doing that, and at this time, I had started a family, dropped out of college, and was working in a factory. And just working, taking care of my family. And so got laid off from the factory. And Mr. Edwards asked me if I would volunteer and do a support group for self-esteem for women. And I was thinking, wow, me? But okay, you know. And I started doing this support group. And then he offered me a part-time position. And it was time for me. They called me back to the factory. And I made a decision to walk away from the factory.
Paying pretty good money?
No, I actually took like a $4 an hour cut in pay.
Okay.
To leave the factory to work in social services.
Wow.
But you felt like that was your passion, obviously, right? Like kind of walking into your purpose. God walked you into your purpose.
Exactly. It was like there was a sense of... I just felt good about myself. I was able to manage my life around my children with this type of position.
Yeah.
You know, not working the weekend. It was just,
and that's
it was
very
just
important
right.
as a mother. Yes.
Exactly. So I did that, and I just kind of like worked my way up through the agency. You know, it was like whatever he needed, I was there. Mr. Edwards is a brilliant man, and he does a lot of grant writing, and I would just be a part of that, and I learned how to grant write.
Yeah.
I learned, you know, he just everything about professionalism I got from him. Everything I know about this, I got from him. And so the woman I've become today...
Myrtle, you got to stop. You're about to make me cry. Because I know I know what you're saying, and I say that not to cut you.
He's a proud papa because his chest should stick out because all that I am is because of what he poured into me.
Yes.
You know, so
absolutely.
I went from there to being his associate director, and I'm gonna tell you how I went back. What got me back to get my degree and back in school. Just one of the staff members, being smart, let me know. She turned the page to the grant and said, "He say you this, but this is what you are in paper." Because I didn't have no degree. And what she thought for my bad was for my good. Because guess what? That September, my ass, y'all said I could say ass, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Okay. Absolutely. And they listening, the viewers is watching. You said, yo, she lit fire under your ass.
My ass was back in school. 18 months, had my bachelor's degree.
I know that's
and
right.
was just on my way, you know. And how I ended up in Lima.
Wait a minute, Murder. Wait a minute, Murder. Hold on, before you go to that. Can you let them know what UMADAOP stands for and why that was so important for you to go get your degree? Wow. Yes, please.
So, UMADAOP stands for the Urban Minority Alcoholism and Drug Abuse Outreach Program. The UMADAOPs were born out of legislation back in 1979 because Representative Mallory realized that there was no canned treatment. There is no one size fit all for people that's struggling.
Right.
You know, little things like back in the day, if a woman decided that she was going into treatment, well, she had to get her hair ready if she was going to be gone for 30 days, right?
Okay.
We talk about back in the day. So back in the day, what would she do? A sister went and got her hair in some finger waves, right?
Okay.
So now she going to treatment, and they tell her she has to do swim therapy and get in the pool. What she say? I ain't
about to get in that water. Right. You ain't about to mess these finger waves. That chill ain't about to leak in that water.
That put her out of treatment.
Wow.
So why is it
that put her out of treatment?
Because
she was defiant, back in the community, back using, and probably years to get back to the process of recovery. So we were born out of the need of realizing that we had to have a type of treatment for us, by us.
Yeah.
That we had to have a type of treatment that someone could actually look you in the eye and know who you were and what you were coming from and identify with some of your issues, because really all issues with all nationalities and ethnic groups are not the same.
Yeah.
And so we started out as an outreach program. We grew from outreach to prevention. Now some of us have moved to treatment, and now even some to mental health, because you all need to know that there's a stigma with our folks around mental health.
Yeah.
They say, oh, I ain't crazy. I don't want to be identified as crazy. But everybody fights with some type of depression.
Yeah.
Everybody fights with some type of trauma. Losing your job could be a traumatic experience. And our young people are dealing with death and have lost the sensitivity to death at a rate that's scary.
Yeah.
And if we don't reach out and help them get to the true core, the nature of what they're battling with, we're going to lose a nation of young people.
Absolutely.
A whole generation, I'm sorry.
Leah actually had a question that she wanted to ask you, Murdo. And again, thank you so much for sharing that piece of your story. We got more, but Leah actually has a question that she wants to ask you, and then we're going to go to a break, and we're going to have more with you after you and Leah had that lady talk.
Okay.
I was just going to ask when you were telling the story about how a woman may come in for treatment, she had to go get her hair done. Was that for any particular reason? Why was that like a requirement?
No, that's who we are as a people.
Oh, okay.
You know, when it, you know, it's like if you're going away, she was going away for treatment. She knew that treatment back then was 28 days.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, she was just going to represent herself.
Right.
She didn't know what she was walking into, what to expect, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So she figured, you know, it was either if you had a perm or something, you're going to be gone. She was getting the finger waves, or back then we was getting cornrows or whatever.
Right.
But that was her preparation for going away for treatment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, and we want our listeners, we got to pay a bill. Stay on the line. We got more with Myrtle Lighton on the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, brought to you by the 419 Grind Podcast, exclusive, heard on iHeart and other live streams. Stay with us. Don't go nowhere. That's right. We're right back here on the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, brought to you by the 419 Grind Podcast. Hey, Leah, we are in the studio live with the executive director and president of Lima UMADAOP.
Yes.
And before we went to a small quick break, Myrtle, you said something that was so profound about dealing with us that UMADAOPs do here, not just locally, but statewide. They hire people that look like me and you, that sound like me and you. Why is that so important to the cause and the efforts of being a part of the UMADAOPs?
Because traditionally over the years, our people, black and brown, have a mistrust. Our country is dealing with that now and dealing with law enforcement. And so it's important for us because of the stigma that comes behind addiction and treatment and mental health, that it breaks down barriers when you can actually sit across a table or sit in a chair and talk to someone that looks like you, understands you, may have different traditions and norms than you, but there's a bit of comfortableness that comes with that kind of breaks down some barriers to help people kind of open up, at least take a look at getting the help.
Absolutely. So Lima UMADAOP, most people, it is based out of Lima, but they provide services throughout Northwest Ohio and even here at home. Can you share some of those services and where people can, what Lima UMADAOP does for a person's life as it stands right now?
Lima UMADAOP we do prevention, inpatient, outpatient treatment, recovery housing, and residential housing. And in 2017, with this opiate thing, it just kind of exploded. And so I had an opportunity in working with a couple of local guys that's real near and dear to me, that I've become very close with, and that's Marcus and Warwick Goodwin. And they have a facility out in Holland, Ohio. It used to be House of Emmanuel.
Okay.
So we all got together and we talked, and so we decided that maybe it might be a good idea to place a treatment center there. And so I just went to grind. That's what I did.
And that's what we do here too.
Rise and grind.
Rise and grind.
You know, yeah, I went to grind, and I came from the notion that if we build it, they'll come.
Absolutely.
And so we've been there since 2017. We've had our struggle, but every accreditation that we should have and more we have. We're fully accredited. full service. We have doctors, we have nurses, we have social workers, we have counselors, we have recovery coaches, we have case managers.
And they look like us?
And they look like us.
Oh my goodness. Oh my girl.
They sound like us. And boy, do they act like us.
That's why we are the #1 urban podcast in the country, because this is our narrative. We know what we need to improve our lives. Where a way that people can find out more about Lima UMADAOP if they need the services, especially here in Northwest Ohio and Lucas County?
If you dial 419-222-4474.
Could you say that one more time?
419-222-4474. And you can get to any of our offices, outpatient, inpatient treatment, residential house, whatever the need is, we can help you find it. And even if your need doesn't land you at the Lima UMADAOP, we won't stop until you get what you need and where you need.
You hear that, Leah? Like,
see, it ain't about just about us. It's about the need of the person that calls.
Yeah.
And we was just talking about that, Leah. You see when we talk about options, even she is the executive director and the president of the federation where UMADAOPs are located in, I think, 13 cities around the state of Ohio. She just said, it ain't just about Lima.
Yeah.
We won't stop to getting that person the resources and services that they need.
Yeah, she said it's not even just about UMADAOP. Like, whatever organization, whatever it is that you need, we're going to point you in the right direction. And that's what it's about.
That's love. That's love. And that's why we love you, Myrtle.
Thank you.
So again, you told us a little bit about that. I want to get into, for the listeners, because what you don't know is we're going to do something special, because you're doing something special with us, giving us this exclusive interview with you. What's going on with this year's annual UMADAOP conference?
So let me tell you how this conference worked out. In years gone by, Lima, which is one of the smaller cities, there are 12 UMADAOPs in 11 cities, because we have 2 in Cleveland.
Around the state of Ohio.
Around the state of Ohio. And so normally the UMADAOP conference would always be in the bigger cities. So Columbus, Cleveland, Toledo, Dayton, Cincinnati, Akron, but Lima, Youngstown, Lorain, we would never get that option. So Mansfield. So Mansfield, Lorain, and Lima, we fought to say, hey, we want to put on a conference too. So
statewide.
Now, right, statewide. So I get voted to get the conference for this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then COVID-19 pops up.
Boom! Expect the unexpected.
I know. So, they were saying, well, Myrtle, you could just wait till next year. And I said, let me try to do this thing virtual. Let me try to put on a virtual conference. And so everybody was saying, oh, you're going to lose money. You won't get sponsors. You won't, and, but I wanted to grind.
Be hard-headed. You can't tell us no.
Yeah, right. So, and so we began to put the notion of putting this totally virtual conference together.
Okay.
Which is the first time. So if it works out swell, we can say, well, it's our first time. We didn't know. If it works out, in the other hand, well, it was our first time and we didn't know. But however, we're going to put it on. And so in that, just reaching out to people and still making sure that we have the same quality of presenters, that we would have if they would come and do it face to face.
Wow.
And so we have put together a dynamic set of presenters.
Wait. Don't tell her. Wait.
Okay.
Come on. Don't tell them because they don't even know, Myrtle. Like, I'm excited. This is the Rise and Grind Morning Show right here. Myrtle, they don't even know what you about to do to bring to Northwest Ohio. So, okay, I just got real excited. But not just about the presenters, somebody that's working in social services or looking for additional credit and continuing education, they get those too, right? A part of this statewide conference, right?
Absolutely. The conference is only $50.
Oh, already $50.
So now, you can burn up $50 just going to Rite Aid to pick up something, or the dollar store, or going to grab something to eat. And for $50, you not only get a really great conference, but you're also going to get continuing education credits for social workers, counselors, nurses,
essential workers, prevention.
Yeah, prevention. Everybody can get continuing education credits for this conference,
and only for $50. Before we go into, I'm gonna tell you already, the City Park League and the 419 Grind will sponsor anybody that's listening. Will sponsor 2 people to attend this year's 31st conference, right? This is the 31st?
This is our 31st conference, yes. So, and thank you.
So callers that's listening, call in right now. Be the 31st caller. How about that? Be the 31st caller right now. You will be sponsored to attend a statewide conference, but it's only here in Northwest, and it's virtually. But the kicker is, Myrtle, drum rolls, please, who is some of the people that will be on the 31st annual UMADAOP statewide conference?
We have Brother Damon Dash.
What? Of the Rock?
Wow. Yeah.
With Jay-Z. I'm talking about Damon Dash, like real, for real, like Myrtle.
Yeah.
Damon Dash?
Yeah, Damon Dash.
Oh.
And he is very, very good friends and colleagues with a guy out of Indiana, Senator Eddie Melton. Look him up and look at what he's done. Eddie Melton.
He's going to be there too, right?
Absolutely.
Man, wait a minute, Myrtle. You went and got Damon Dash, the former senator or sitting senator for Indiana, to be a part of the Northwest Lima's UMADAOP statewide conference right now?
Absolutely.
Girl, you ain't playing. You been grinding.
I have.
But that ain't it though. Who else you got coming?
We got this brother out of Michigan. Some people call him E.T.
Hey!
But it's Eric Thomas. Hey. Yeah. He is actually our closing speaker. He's gonna bring it all in.
Wow, man, and that's why we're saying right now, be the 31st caller right now for the statewide Lima UMADAOP conference. You will get a chance to go and be sponsored by the City Park League and the 419 Grind podcast. But there's always a theme with the statewide conference. This year, the theme is what, Myrtle?
Nia, and Nia means purpose.
Ooh.
And it's the I thought about this thing that say, a people with no vision will perish. And so it's about leadership through the next decade. Yeah. See, not leadership just now, but we're in 2020. People say, oh, 2020 vision, but not just 2020, but for our people, our new normal, everything that's happening, our young people, and you guys are young people to me. You guys will replace me. What's going to be laid down for the next 10 years that's going to help our people to survive.
Wow. Right. Wow.
Not just today, but we got to be strategists. We got to actually look, when you see different things with downtown and they changing downtown, and, those people looked at that stuff 10 years ago and knew that they had to make those changes. Yeah. And as a people, that's what we have to start looking in our future. We know what's happening. We see what's going on with our young people. So what are we going to do to build leadership for the next generation, for the next decade?
Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm so excited because I will be attending. So I'm excited to be a part of it, to attend. But also I see some other workshop presenters like Dr. Tiffany Mumford-Dent, licensed psychologist, Coach Alfred Powell out of Dayton, Ohio. If y'all ain't never heard of a presenter, man, when you hear Coach Powell, it will speak for itself. I see we got also Lair Markham of the Ohio Latino Affairs Commission, Michael Johnson, internationally certified. Y'all bringing some big time folks right here in Northwest Ohio, Miss Myrtle.
Yeah. But let me tell you, we got Sister LaShawna Alfred.
Right here out of the 419, out of Toledo.
Yep. And she does the U-Change. She's a social worker. The sister is, the sister is awesome.
Yeah.
Right from Belmont, Myrtle. She is from Belmont Avenue.
She's doing some things in our community, and so she's going to be one of our speakers.
Wow.
And another thing, I've reached out to Sister Tina Butts with the movement.
With the movement?
And I want her, I'm hoping that Thursday morning that she will come in and talk about the importance of voting.
Oh, my goodness. And I'm going to make sure I follow up with her so we can. So, again, if you're listening, and hit the love button right now. Yes. If you have somebody who is struggling with some type of journey of recovery, hit the love button. Let's hit the love button for them. If you are having someone that you know that is struggling right now in an addiction, share this right here. Share this right now. So hit the love button if you know somebody who has recovered. Hit the love button if you know somebody that is possibly going through an addiction. Leah, share this right now on Facebook and on YouTube. Leah, what do you think about some of the names that she just mentioned?
Oh, man, big names. And if you yourself are struggling with things, we have to get out of that fear of asking for help.
Ooh.
You have to get help. You have to fix what's going on inside of you, because you can't be any good to anybody around you if you don't have it together on the inside. So don't be scared. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed to go get the help. And this is why we've, we cover these sort of topics and issues, because we want, the show is for everyone, but we know that the Black community has trouble with acknowledging where they're struggling and with dealing with it and healing from it. So we need to push that more, and we need to encourage that more. And if you are struggling, don't be scared and don't be embarrassed and ashamed to ask for help.
And you can call the phone number.
Yes, you can reach UMADAOP at 419-222-4474. And like she said, if they cannot help you, they will definitely make sure they point you in the right direction so that you can get the help that you need.
So, man, thank you so much, Leah. So, Myrtle, is there anything else you will want our viewers and our listeners to hear? Again, they can play this back. You can share this on your platforms, because it will be uploaded on YouTube, as well as it is being heard on iHeartRadio. Is there anything else, Myrtle, you want them to know? Because we're going to be a soundboard. We're going to market for you. We're going to be a promo outlet for you, for those services. I know you got some upcoming things going on in the community. How can we assist you?
Well, I think I want to say this conference is not just for clinicians, nurses, but if you are community minded, if you are a parent, a sister, a brother who just need more education and want to know more, this conference will enlighten you. There will be things at this conference for almost everybody. You know, I had a lady that called me, and because she knew Eric Thomas was coming, and she said, "Miss Lighten, I'm just paying the $50 because I want my son to hear him.
Wow.
I want my son to, on Zoom, actually see him and hear him and maybe be able to even ask questions for him." So this is a young sister that actually understands and knows the power that Mr. Thomas brings with his presentation. So don't just think that, you know, well, I ain't no social worker, I ain't no counselor.
Nope.
There's something for everybody at this conference. And finally, you know, reach out, get help. You know, don't let your head tell you that there's no help for you, or
That's
people
right.
don't understand, or people gonna think I'm crazy. We all deal with some type of depression or mental health issues because our society causes that. You know how much trauma that comes behind just being locked up in the house and not being able to go out
Right.
like you normally have. So 419-222-4474, and we will help you to get the help that you need, and we will follow you through until we know you are safely getting the help that you need.
And I want to just say to you, thank you for all that you are doing. And we have a listener on the live, Elijah and Adore. They say they're so grateful for you, UMADAOP. They said,
wow.
Uncle Johnny and Cousin Duke and team, your hard work isn't overlooked. So you guys are definitely making an impact, and you are, helping people out there in the community to the point that they're on this live right now, speaking out, giving you guys that love and that support and that credit. So thank you for everything that you do.
Whoa, Myrtle, you got us rising and grinding this morning. So, Myrtle, I got to ask, though, how can someone find out more information about the conference? And we will post this on all of our platforms as well. But how can they find out more information for those that's listening and might be driving and need to pull over to find out how they can be involved in the virtual conference this year?
Just go to our website, www.limaumadop.com, LIMAUMADAOP.com. If you put it into Google and search it and mess it up a little bit, long as you got Lima in the front, it'll find me.
And we'll definitely place that on as we share the information, share the flyer. Myrtle, there, like she said, our engagement is jumping right now. I want you to know that with some of the upcoming efforts that you'll be doing and the outreach efforts, please utilize us as we spread the information. One of the things that I know you got coming up, about the Latino community. Speak to that a little bit before we go, about some of the things and the efforts that you got going on that not just impacts the Black community, but also the Black and brown and the Latino and a more diverse audience, target population.
Our brown sisters and brothers struggle just like we do. They have some of the same issues that we have with safety, with trust. And so, like our community, they don't reach out a lot for treatment. And so we have been on this campaign to help Latino brothers and sisters to find treatment. We did a big campaign of changing all our literature, putting brochures out for Spanish-speaking people. We actually now have a Spanish hotline number that I should have had available to make that available on the line. But we have a Spanish hotline number for if people come in that don't speak English but need help, that they can call that hotline and we can direct them where they need to go.
Myrtle, we have a intern in, and Leah, don't if you want to speak to that because that is your background. But we had an intern who's on in the studio with us, and he just wanted to let you know, ask you a question, and also let you know that he appreciates some of the things that you're doing. And this is a Whitmer grad, class of 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah, I graduated in 2020. Hi, my name is Byron. I just wanted to thank you for all you're doing. It's really impressive everything you're doing. I just wanted to ask you, what keeps you going?
My faith in God. I tell people all the time, it's not me, it's He that dwells in me.
Oh man, I just thank you so much. You are like kind heart. God bless your soul. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's Trey. You'll be able to see him on YouTube because he's sitting there with us. And again, I actually might sponsor these two young interns to be a part of the statewide conference so they can experience that and get a chance to see. They're in the music and entertainment and things of that nature. But Leah, as Myrtle has just let us know, she ain't even told y'all that she's the president of this federation. Like, she is the president. She ain't even talked about that because she talks about her works and her hours.
Have a African American person being the president of anything, so
Right.
Of a statewide federation.
Yeah.
Especially with that. So thank you.
As she has mentioned, the efforts that UMADAOP serve to reach out to our Black and brown sisters. What does that say to you? That knowing that some people have a trust issue, but here's someone that's saying, "We got you." And if we don't got you, we'll send somebody that you are comfortable with.
Well, I think it's a very comforting feeling because just even like she gave so many different avenues of help or assistance that they can give. Like if you are in need and you want to reach out and you need that help, you can come get this help. If you're someone who's been through that and you've overcome it and you now want to reach back and help, come join a part of our team. You know, she said, she said and made, that was what stuck out to me. That's why I wrote the numbers down. You know, she was talking about the job opportunities and how you can come, you know, get an opportunity to give yourself a meaningful and rewarding career, you know, and pay it forward, you know, maybe help someone who's going through something that you once experienced.
And you know what? With Leah saying that, Myrtle, the City Park League and the 419 Grind will sponsor our interns and my co-host to attend UMADAOP conference, especially the 31st. So just know that the 419 Grind will be there and some of our listeners as well. Yes. And again,
thank you.
I want you to know when you are looking to let the world know and definitely the 419 and Northwest Ohio know what some of the things that Lima UMADAOP is doing. You got us. You got the number one urban podcast in the country right here on your team. And Myrtle, when we get off the phone, I'm going to text you. Please text. Please go to the city paper and vote us the best local podcast in the country. But I think we got some more people that's on our social media that want to say something. What they saying, Leah?
Just getting back to Elijah, they're asking how can they contribute. So maybe if somebody just wants to contribute, and I don't know if that means financially or whatever, in whatever way, if they just want to contribute, or if they do want to contribute financially, is there like a certain website? Is it the same website? Can they go there?
If they go on our website, we have a donate button, and so we can always use donations. Especially we have one of the only recovery houses for women and children in Lima.
Wow.
So we actually have the mom and the babies right there in the house together, which is different. It's usually sometimes, you know, when a woman goes and has to go away and be away at treatment because she needs to put something between her and it, and that's usually the dope, and they be away from their kids. And so we have a house where if they have up to 3 children under age 12, they can come at the house with them. We do parenting.
And they don't have to go in the system?
They don't have to go in the system.
Oh, my goodness.
We have a local daycare. It happens to be my Sora out of Lima, Teresa Henry. But she has a daycare, so the kids can go to daycare once the mom get a job. I'm talking about
full.
We have to rebuild our nation.
Absolutely.
You know,
please go donate.
When the mothers get healthy, you know, because when the mothers get healthy, the babies get healthy.
Absolutely.
So when we help a mother or father get clean and sober, generations change.
Yes.
Yes. That's why I love you, Myrtle. I thank God for you. The studio, you got us all in here rising in a whole nother way.
Yeah.
They will get a chance to experience the conference. Those that want to weigh in and those that want like to donate, contribute, please go to LimaUMADAOP.com. We'll put it on our platforms. So at this time, before we get out of here, I want to thank you for your time. We ask that you, Myrtle, show her a little appreciation to maybe some family and friends that you would like to know, because they'll be able to play it back. So definitely your daughter and your kids, but who else? Your husband. Give a little appreciation from you.
I want to thank my children, LaShonda Boykin. George
What up, Shonda?
Boykin,
what up, Jeff?
And Jessica Mays. Those are my 3 babies. They work in this field. I guess they didn't have no option, because you know what you talk about at the dinner table. You know what I'm saying? And but I am so proud of them for their work because they give back to the community.
Absolutely.
Also, my Shiro is my Aunt Clara, and just all those people that I just love, that's near and dear to me, that's out there that support me, you know. And I want to say, I want to give this number, 1-866
612
4401.
4401.
If you are a Spanish speaking person and you want help, that's the number to call.
Can you give it to us one more time and we'll make sure we put it down?
1-866
712
4401.
4401. Thank you so much for support. I mean, it's just amazing what you're doing, and I appreciate it because I really I don't think about that topic all too often. Everybody really gives up hope on people whenever they get things like that, but helping people get restored and get back into life and in the world, and just helping other humans and just basic caring it's the least people can do. It's just help people out with their problems. I don't know.
That's a young intern. We might have an opportunity for him, Murdo.
That's right. You are my future. So, you know, eventually I have to pass the torch.
Mm-hmm. And so thank you so much.
You know, yeah.
Early this morning, grinding with us on this Friday, on this 9/11. We know you got a lot of work to do. I'll be following up with you. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Leah, any last words you would like to leave with Miss Myrtle Lighton?
Yes, I just want to say, you know, again, this is a big thing in the community, in all communities, but especially in the Black community, in the Black and Brown communities, that we suffer from so much trauma, so much distress, and so much oppression. And if you're carrying around, it's like carrying around a bag of garbage on the inside of you, you know, and it's just eating away and eating away and eating away at the insides of you, and you're trying your hardest to appear on the outside like you're not, you know, rotting on the inside, but you are. And until you face whatever, you know, your demons are, whatever your skeletons are, whatever trauma is on the inside of you, and deal with it, you won't be able to get to the other side and live out your real true best life, you know.
That's right.
I just really encourage everyone to step out of that fear and step out of that shame and step out of that depression and really try to heal yourself, you know. Go get that help. It's out there.
And absolutely. So again, thank you so much, Miss Myrtle Lightning with Lima UMADAOP. I'm sure those will weigh in. Just know that you have at least 3 from our 419 Grind Studios that will be participating in the 31st annual statewide UMADAOP conference. I love you, Myrtle. We love you.
Love you too. Thank you. And all the UMADAOPs across the state.
Big shout out to all the UMADAOPs. Yeah. That's right. You're only hearing it right here. Exclusive, of all new Rise and Grind morning show brought to you by the 419 Grind podcast. Exclusive. Don't go nowhere.
All right,
Grind exclusive. Welcome to Financial Fridays at the 419 Grind Studio. My name is Victor J. Coleman Jr., also known as the Doctor of Finance. Today's topic, make money, not war. Why do I say make money, not war? So many times I get people who call me and ask me for creative ways that they can get money. They often tell me they don't have the money to invest. So let's look at this t-shirt, for example. You could order a few hundred t-shirts, but let's say you don't have enough. So you have enough to order maybe 50 t-shirts. This t-shirt probably run you about $5 per shirt. Now you've got that shirt in hand. What do? Go online and offer it. Sell it to people. $20 a shirt. What do you do with that money? Take the money you made and order 100 more shirts. Do the same thing. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. I don't understand why we're struggling to come up with hustlers, but yet we tell the world that we're hustlers. Make money, not war. It's something as simple as a t-shirt that will change your life, that will change your financial situation. Another way that I make money is I don't kick around my profits. I invest in the kicks. As you can see, this shoe here I bought from Marshall's just the other day. Went online and found out how much it was worth while I was sitting in the store. pay $60 for it. It's selling for as much as $175. So I simply am going to put it on the marketplace for $125. What does that mean? I just made profit. I'll rinse and repeat. I'll go to Marshall's, Target, TJ Maxx, somewhere, find something on clearance, deep discount, buy it, flip it, make money, not war. So today's topic is simply being creative in how we make money. Don't let yourself get down because you're in between jobs or you're low on funds. Stop wasting your money eating out. Stop wasting your money drinking. Stop wasting your money smoking and partying, and put your money to use for you. Being financially free will take you to the next level, and it's something as simple as a t-shirt or a pair of shoes can do it for you. It has worked for me, it's worked for my business partner, and I know it'll work for you, but you got to trust and believe. Listen, my name is Victor J. Coleman Jr., again, also known as the Doctor of Finance. For more tips and tricks like these, send me a text 419-909-6196 or follow us on all social media sites at the 419 Grind. Remember, make money, not war.
Welcome back to the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and I got my boy, Big Treese, with me.
Helping educate, restore, and empower my environment. Hear me!
And shout out to those local artists. Those last couple songs were Louis Self with Soul Glow and our boy, Andre McCullum with Tell Me Why. Great songs, great music from local artists. So if you want to get your music on, make sure that you send it to info@the419grind.com and we'll get your music on. And I want to send a special shout out to Dre McCullum. Congratulations, my boy, because he has already sold 200 copies of his book.
Dre!
Getting to the other side.
So
I'm sorry, I thought I had it on me. I was about to throw it up real quick, but I can't move quick enough. But shout out to him for that because he's already sold 200 copies, and he sold that in less than 10 days. So major support that's gone out, and we just want to send a congratulations.
And it's a bathroom read.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good read. I've started reading my copy. It's an amazing read. So if you haven't gotten it, make sure you definitely.
Trey, you got one.
That.
Right, huh? You got a copy of Dre's book, didn't you?
I do have a copy of that book. I got it from Mr. Hear Me himself. He got it from me. Shout out Andre McCullum. It was great meeting him, and I'm sure we're going to still have a relationship in the future because he is a great businessman, and he's an inspiration for me.
Wow.
Yes, I love that. And speaking of great businessmen, I want to send a special shout out to my brother, Marcus Williams, and his company, MW & Sons. He has a lawn care service, and make sure you guys check him out on Facebook. He's already offered to be a sponsor going into his next season, because it's like a seasonal thing, it gets busier
absolutely.
in the summertime. So they've offered to be our sponsors going into the next summer season. And we love and appreciate them, and they want you to I'm sorry, which one of y'all done exited out of my dang thing?
It was loud. I'm sorry.
Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. Hold on, I just got to make sure I get all the information right, so I'm gonna go back.
All right. So while she's scrolling through there, again, we want to help promote you and thank you so much for our grinders. Please, please, please make sure that if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, and you need some advertisement and you need to be some promotions, try the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. We are streaming live, YouTube, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Twitch, so many other ones. Breaker, you have a chance to reach millions with your service, and you're being pushed and promoted by the lovely Leah Renee and your boy Big Tree. So it ain't just buying an ad. So when they come to you like, buy an ad with us, nope. We're going to promote you. We're going to share you. We're going to let the world know that you have a service that will help all of us. So again, thank you for all of those potential businesses, entrepreneurs, for wanting to place your ad with us.
Okay, and yeah, so we have so many comments on the live. We just want to send we jumping, and that's why I can't get back to the number. So what I will say is this: make sure you guys call me personally here at 419-540-3566. The first two people that call and reach me, I will get you in contact with Marty Mara and BJ, and they are offering a free haircut. So if you guys call the number, because they want you to get, you have to call and ask about MW & Sons service. If you call in and interested or getting their service, they will offer a free haircut. So make sure you call me. First two people that call me, I'll get you in touch with them, and we'll make it happen.
But they can also find you on Facebook, right?
Yes.
And
find me
some
on
of your other social platforms if they can't call you. What's
Yes.
some other ways that they can reach you?
Yes, if you don't call me in time, then you can reach me on Facebook at Leah Renee, and you can also message me there too. So,
and I encourage you to take advantage of such a great opportunity. Leah, this was one of those. So sometimes as we rise and grind, we think about what can we do. I'm reading from our viewers right now. Big shout out to Jesse Coleman. Big Trees, what's up? Oh, he said, Big Trees, what's up with that crap on your hat? It's all good. What's up, Dre Ware? Big Byron Daniels, you still cutting grass?
The phone number there, yeah.
The phone number is 567-377-7160. I'm going to say that one more time because I know you driving and you can't stop and you at the light. 567-377-7160. If you're listening, make sure you follow us and like this on social media, and you can go back and see it in the comments. That's what I like about this.
Yes.
And just a big shout out to our interns, Dre and Dewan. Man, you guys are doing such a great job with a grassrooted effort. How does it make you feel, I'll say Trey, knowing that you got a teammate that walked in and you showing him, and he picking the cameras, the digital graphics? How does it feel knowing that you mean something to somebody else, but right here making sure we are the #1 urban podcast in the country?
First of all, I appreciate Jesse for even putting me on the podcast and letting me come and help run this and putting the trust in me to run his podcast while he's at work, because that takes a lot too, because I'm me. But I want to thank Dewan for coming in, and while I'm going to accept my new job, he's going to help me by coming in the mornings.
Wow.
Podcast, and he learned really fast, and he knows how to do it really good. Also, our other intern, Markiah, Murky Merk,
that's what's up.
She be killing it too. Everybody know how to do it, and when everybody's cross-trained and know how to do everything, we come on the show and talk. You can control the cameras, control the soundboard, and we just all helping each other, just learn new skills. And all this is love, and this is just only up from here, and I appreciate everybody. And y'all can contact me, Byron Daniels the third. You can contact me at Byron Daniels the third on Facebook. I'm B.DANI.3 on Instagram. I am Byron 3 Daniels on Snapchat. My number is 419-324-4480. You can contact me for any marketing abilities. And ladies, I am single.
Big shout out to Trey World too, man.
I love it. And so I completely messed up my whole little announcement. Shout out to MW & Sons Lawn Care Service. They are saying that if you call the number,
you said they get a haircut. It's a grass cut.
I said haircut. No, they are a lawn care service. They are giving out free grass cuts to the first 2 people that call them on that number.
Wow.
So that number that we put out, 567-377-7160. Make sure you get with my boy Marcus, MW & Sons Lawn Care Service. They'll get you right.
I think y'all better get that last cut in before the cold weather.
Yes.
I'm actually going to take, what's the number? Because I'm going to use that one.
Yes, definitely. Make sure you
377
567-377-7160 for all your lawn care services.
Hit up Uncle Marty Marr.
Yes.
I'm calling.
I love him.
But such a great show on this
always.
Friday. Next week, we got some great shows next week, Leah. We have some interviews over the weekend that they might not want to go nowhere, because I know it's going to be on Real Table Talk with Leah Renee.
Yes. Well, actually, we're recording a show this weekend just because, of some scheduled things, but it's a Rise and Grind morning show, actually, that we're going to be bringing on Freddie Z. He's coach and owner of the new professional men's basketball team, and we are going to be, getting involved with them, doing some stuff over there. So we're going to sit down with him. He's going to tell us all about the new professional basketball team, and we're going to talk about what great things they're going to be bringing to the city. And we're also sitting down with Greg Wimberly, who's a former childhood friend of mine. I've grown up with him, but he's now in real estate and commercial construction. And, he's going to talk to us about real estate, credit, home ownership, and all of those great things. Give us some great education on how you can become a first-time home buyer if you aren't already one, and get out of that renting. We got to get out of that renting space and get into becoming homeowners and building legacies for our children and our families.
That is so unique, and it takes time. It's a process. Don't get discouraged in the process, because once you go through that, it feels good when you have your own.
Yes.
So take the time to learn it. That's why I love this podcast, because we can be a resource for someone. And I noticed that there is a recruitment piece, Leah, for some on-air talent to be a part of the 419 Grind podcast exclusive.
Well, they got my contact. And sorry for the technical difficulties, y'all. I had to move the camera because we were having some technical difficulties. Thank you for bearing with us. I appreciate that.
Hey,
thank you, Trey. You're going to be a great. You are going to be such a great
mogul
personality. Yes, he's a mogul. He's the next Diddy. Period.
Messing with the production, and then he got his boy Dewan back here, and it's so cool that 2 different guys, 2 different walks of life, but they knew each other. That's why I love the city. Dewan is a recent graduate of Roy C. Stark.
Hey, Spartans!
Oh, man, I knew that was going. That's why.
Class of 2001.
Hey, he rocking it.
Oh, my God, you make me feel so old. Oh, God, I'm old.
Again, thank you, Dewan, for lending your time, your energy, your effort.
We so love and appreciate you guys.
for making this number one. And if you are interested in being a on-air talent with the 419 Grind podcast, make sure you go to info@the419.com. Send your information. Reach out to Jesse Coleman. Reach out to Leah Renee. Your boy Big Trees, Mr. Hear Me on Facebook, City Park League. Let us know if you're interested and you think you can do this. We mess up, but we clean it up, because when we do mess up, what we say is expect the unexpected.
And if you think you can come do it better, then come on, come show us something. So
man, show me my opponent.
Show me my opponent. And I hate to say this after saying that, but we are looking for a new female co-host. And,
hey, ladies.
Hey, ladies, where y'all at? I need a new female co-host to come join my our Rise and Grind morning show and sit on the side of me and Big Tree. So if you are a female entertainer, DJ, personality, and you are looking to get on the hottest Rise and Grind morning show, make sure you contact me or Jesse Coleman, or Treese or Dr. Vic, and we'll get you in for an audition and see how it goes. And Jesse is also looking for a female co-host for his new show coming, Facts Given.
No facts.
No facts given. Yes. So
no facts given.
So yes. So if you're a female and you're interested in becoming a personality, or you already are a personality and you want to add another notch to your belt, make sure you get with us, and we'll make it happen.
Anybody interested in starting their own podcast, they can contact us. We have the resources to help you. Yes. We have the personalities to help you. So if you have been struggling and you're thinking about, man, I want to start a podcast, what do podcasts look like? You can get a chance to do it right here. Big shout out to Victor Coleman. What's up with you, Vic? What's up, Jesse? We know y'all grinding. Today was just a feel good. We know we got resources type of a rise and grind. It's that type of a grind. And it doesn't always mean you have to labor in something. It can let you know that, like today's show, it is a support system for you. Like you said earlier, Leah, don't feel bashful that you have to reach out and ask for help.
Yes.
Because we have the right here. I know one thing about it. If you looking for the plug, you talking to the plug. I have all the resources, and I say that with favor on my life. And now Jesse has let me partner with someone like Leah, someone like Victor. Man, we from the streets to the stocks, from the beauty to the fashion, from the booty to the cuties. It's early. Hey, Trey, I stay like this. So one thing about us, I want you to make sure, and I'm doing this for the camera.
This way.
Oh, this way? We going this way? Make sure that you following the #1 urban podcast media in the country. Like us, share us, and love us, because we going to love on you. And throw something. Leah, they got to throw something.
Yes.
Throw a few dollars. We'll throw it right back. Big shout out to Dre Ware yesterday, our guest on yesterday.
Yes.
He made a monetary contribution to
so dope.
The 419 Grind Studio. So if you want to show a little love right now, send a little love. We'll send it back to somewhere. We'll pay it forward. The 419 Grind, that's on Cash App. We'll send it forward. Let us know why you're sending it too. Leah, we had a great week this week.
Yes, we had a great week, and I just want to say thank you to my Heavenly Father for allowing me to be able to do what I love to do. It's been a long time coming, and we're still not where we want to be, but we're on our way, and I'm humbled, and I appreciate all the love and support from everyone, and I want to send a special shout out to my babies who are doing their virtual school right now with my Davis family, their grandparents holding it down for me, and shout out to my mom at home with baby Braxton holding it down there, and shout out to my niece who just started her new job. Shout out to all my family. I love y'all all, and I love everybody, all our followers, all our listeners, all our viewers,
all our grinders.
We love all of you.
Thank you for such a great week, and our guest this week. Thank y'all for being a part. Looking forward for y'all to come back. Love Tasty Tuesday, Work It Out Wednesday, Mindful Monday. What yesterday was Dre. He was hitting. Dre knocked me out yesterday, put me to sleep with them hands right here on the all new Rise and Grind morning show. Such a great show. We ask that everybody be safe.
Yes, make sure you get out to Smith Park on Saturday from 1 to 3. Join that event.
Heal the hoods.
Heal the hoods. And yes, we definitely have to get out there. We have to put in that footwork, and it's going to take all of us. So if you're not doing anything, make sure you get out there, take your kids, and let's heal the hood.
And you will get a chance to purchase a T-shirt. You might see Trey on with it right now. It's the 419 Hustle. Yeah, show them the shirt. It will be at Smith Park. We have a few different colors.
Yes.
Support, and not only we're asking for your support, each shirt that is sold, our executive director has said that he will compensate our interns for their work.
Oh, I love that.
So, man,
So y'all said y'all buying shirts is what I heard. You know?
so big shout out to Jesse. Big shout out to and appreciation. She got me saying shout out. Big appreciation to the 419 to pay it forward to our interns for their work, for their time and their energy.
Yes.
And each shirt sold, a portion of that goes to compensating our interns who are young adults, not working at this time, but somebody has just landed a new position with Chrysler, but also to compensate them for their time in it, which is huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Very huge.
Great week, Leah.
Yes, and to everybody, because I've had some people inboxing me about T-shirts. So if you are inboxing me about T-shirts and you can't, try to make it up there Saturday. If not, just to come buy a T-shirt. We're going to have a table out there. We'll have all the T-shirts, all the sizes, all the colors, everything you need. So if you want a T-shirt, come up to the event, Smith Park, on Saturday, 1 to 3. We'll be out there selling T-shirts.
Hit the love button. Hit the love button. Hit the love. Y'all clap it up in the studio. And we going to put a little bit of clap it up in the studio while y'all on your phones. Clap it up. Put a little energy. Hit the love. Look at the likes buttons. That thing, man. We see y'all. Y'all liking and loving right now. Much love to all of our supporters. It has been a great week. We see you next week right here on the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented to you by the 419 Grind Podcast exclusive.
And until next time, mwah.
Cut it up in the headphones up. All I see is money, all I need is money. Them ones, the fives, them tens, them 20s, them 50s and hundreds, I want it. Can't shit get me from it. All I see is money. Hundreds, oh hundreds, oh hundreds, all I want is money. All I need is the money, I want it. If they ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. They ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. If they ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. The money, the money, the money, all I want is money. All I need is the money, I want it. All I know is get dough. All I know is get paid. We working 25/8 every day, we ain't heard of sick days. They know how I do it, there's nothing they did that can fuck with the shit that I've been made. Chopper blow, leaving with the just took a straight shot at gin face. I'm the man, been popping for summers, I'll body anybody on it who with it. I don't give a fuck about the name of the time, anybody die for them digits. I told them sorry for the wait, I've been grinding, but ain't put a stop to the spitting. And they said if this is the life that you choose, then there's certain shit that gotta come with this. I'm from the slums, and everywhere I been, bitch, I'm a product of this shit. We straight from the bottom, so all I know is the squad, we bout to go get it. We gotta go get it, ain't an option. Keep pissing them off, haters watching. We shitting on y'all, pain popping. You better be cool when the flames by them. I smoke so many blunts in a day, I should be in the Guinness. No, we not high, bitch, you be shifting. Rolling Popeye, eating the spinach. You with the block, watch, you be snitching. Give it stop, pop, watch him stiffen. They call him September 11th. He already on this way to heaven. Swore. All I see is money, all I need is money. Them ones, them fives, them tens, them 20s, them 50s and hundreds, I want it. Can't shit get me from it. All I see is money. Hundreds, oh hundreds, oh hundreds, all I want is money. All I need is the money, I want it. If they ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. They ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. If they ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. The money, the money, the money, all I want is money. All I need is the money, I want it. is money, all I need is money. Them ones, the fives, them tens, them 20s, them 50s and hundreds, I want it. Can't you get me from it? All I see is money. Hundreds on hundreds on hundreds, all I want is money. All I need is the money, I want it. If they ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. They ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. They ain't speaking money, they ain't speaking of me. The money, the money, the money, all I want is money. All I need is the money, I want it.